Stop right there, yep. And one's got the hole out this way. Put it in reverse and just stop it right here.
Yeah, she's in there. Yeah, I can see her in there.
Yeah, she's in there. Yeah, go ahead and back up. This tree right here. I think I do see her in there. Back up. We'll come look at her on trolling motor after a while or something. Video. You're all right. There she went. Doggone it. There she went. It is a brisk, cold spring morning. Old man Winter just will not give up. He keeps throwing these little days at us, but it's just one day. It's in the upper 30s with a strong north wind. He just keeps throwing these days at us, and there's a couple of our babies laying there. Another baby over here somewhere. Yeah, right there's another baby. And these guys are just doing a little munching this morning. One of them just laying down, enjoying life. There perhaps is another one or two probably in closer underneath the house, underneath the front deck, or in there close where it's really out of the wind, because the wind is howling pretty good out there. You can see the leaves blowing in the yard, what few leaves there are left. You can look out there on the lake and see that it's really a northwest wind, not straight out of the north, which is kind of a worse wind for fishing, which I definitely plan on doing today. But that's a good start to another spring day. It's only going to get up around 60 today, maybe not even quite 60, but we're promised back in the 70s again tomorrow. So the cold fronts are really still bopping in here. Just a little bit of rain last night, not much, less than 1/4 of an inch, my typical amount. But the fronts are just about to run out of steam, and they don't last very long. That little deer is not worried about it a bit. Those are some of the deer that was born this past year. All are less than a year old. 6 or 7 or 8 months, something like that. They were born in May. So they got a birthday coming up here pretty soon. It is cold. It is very cold, and it is very windy. But a few, hey babies, yeah. Some of the babies have shown up in the yard. These are the adult deer here. These are some bucks. These are pretty much all bucks right there. There's Force right in there, and Thundercloud, TC. They hear me talking up here, and actually what happened is 12 points starting to run off. And when 12 points started to run off, everybody else started to run off as well. But there's a nice little bunch of deer. There was some babies out here earlier this morning, but you can see it's kind of a windy, cold day, even though springtime is right here. I mean, just right knocking on the door. Springtime is knocking on the door. I guess the time we show this video, springtime will be here, won't it? That's right. And these guys, they're kind of just following 12 point. And those are all little bucks right there. Little bucks and big bucks at Thundercloud and Forest and 12 point, and then some little bucks. And they're going to head on off around. Well, they're going to go get in a hot tub. Can you imagine bucks in a hot tub? That video would probably go viral, wouldn't it? Bucks in a hot tub. But you can look out there on the water today. I'm going to be out there fishing with some friends a little bit later. Pretty quick, as a matter of fact. It's cold. It's cold. You can see the white over there on the other side. What that white is on the other side of the lake is foam from waves blowing up on there through these high winds. You can see that right over there on that side. It looks like a little snow on the bank. I'm going to zoom in on it. That looks like some snow on the bank. It's not. That is foam, where the waves blew the foam up on top. And if you look on down a little bit, you'll be able to see some more in that area right in there. The exact same thing. We had a beautiful, nice, warm spring day yesterday. And that's not snow or ice. It is around 40 degrees. I think it's a little under 40 degrees, but right around 40 degrees. And Hopefully the wind might swing around a little to the north. It's really kind of in a bad situation right now. Doesn't look that bad out there when you just look at it through the camera. But I gotta tell you, it's got some bite to it. It's got some bite to it. But we're gonna get out there, put on a sweatshirt and a coat, and get out there and hammer them a little bit. Yes, sir. Get out there and have some fun on the water. Almost looks like a picture postcard. And I think the clouds are going to roll away before the day's over. I believe. And we have another beautiful day. Okay, when the deer disappeared, when they heard Jimmy talking, they headed for the feeder because they knew that, that I would come and take care of them. And actually, there's some more over here. There's more deer over here than what was out there in the front yard. Even one or two of them out there laying down. Oh, they've all got up now. And the wind is howling out of the north. I'm talking howling out of the north. Not good at all. I'm coming running with the tail in the air. I know we got a pretty good little bunch out here this morning. See if I can get this thing set down. Oh, broken. I got one broken leg, but it works. Let's see what we got here. Hi there, guys and girls. Hi there, babies. We got some babies and some adults out here today. Hi, Forrest. Hi, Forrest. What are you doing, buddy? And check and see if I got a carrot. Hi, pal. I got some carrots in there if you come up on the front porch. He said, there's too many people here I don't know to come up there. Yeah, there's too many people I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, what you say, big boy? How's my baby boy? How's my baby boy? How about that? How about that? He says, this is how special I am, guys. And the rest of them are kind of thinking about the same thing, aren't they? And there we go. There we go. There you go, little girl. My little girl right there that's all healed up. There's 4 babies right there. Yeah. 5 babies right there. 5 babies right there. The buck's out in the back over there. Hi, guys. Actually, we have 2 wild bucks up here. 12 point plus somebody else. There's 2 wild bucks up here this morning. That's a big wild buck walking in. It's 12 point, and that other one is somebody else. It looked like those deer or might be brothers or something. But that's another big old buck. And those are wild deer. They have no tags in them. They were not born in our pens. They were born here on the ranch, obviously, but those are 2 and both. That's a big old buck right there. That might be 12 point and that other one's a pretty good size too. Those are 2-year-old deer, look like. And really, these are all bucks except for 2 babies. There's no does in this bunch. There's all bucks, and these come in. That's 12 point that's coming in real close. Either that or Milburn. One of those deer could be Milburn. Very definitely one could be Milburn. Probably this one that's coming up close. That might be Milburn right there, guys and girls. That could be Mr. Milburn. It sure could. Alrighty. Yep, that could be Milburn. Move right over here. There's the 2 wild ones right out there. The one right behind the baby and the one that's a little further out there. Golly, the wind's blowing it. Wind is blowing 30 miles an hour, blowing the tripod around. That's very nice. I never counted them. There must be about 10 out there. 4, 6, 8, 10, I think. Yes. And the only does out there are the 2 little baby does. Okay, I'm going to end this week's video on the owl tree, we'll call it. I'm sure she's in there. We still have strong winds. We've had winds every day. I haven't been able to slip in here when it's calm at all because it's just not been calm. And Owl's probably going to fly out of there. And I'm going to go see if she's got 2 eggs. This owl has got a little bit of a problem. If you will look there, that's probably about a couple of feet above the water, maybe at the most, to that owl's nest. And the lake is definitely well over 2 feet down. It's very low. If we get some heavy rains and this lake fills up, I don't know what's going to happen. I might be able to rescue the owl eggs or the babies or what. I don't really know. I guess she has babies and we have to rescue them. And I'm going to have to be here when that happens too. There she is, there she is. There she goes. Okay, now let's go back. The wind's laid a little bit. I don't know how bad the wind noise is. It's a little calmer here. I'm going to go in there and look and see if she has 2 eggs in there. But that is probably no more than a couple of foot above the water. Now, it would have to, I don't know if it can get in the bottom of that hole. I guess it'd have to get clear up to the hole. But it's a good possibility that the lake comes up. She's gonna, there may be a baby in there, hatched out. No, I don't know, maybe not. I don't know though, is that something furry? We're fixing to find out. Oh, the babies are in there already. There is a baby in there. See the little white baby in there? Just hatched out. Only one. I mean, just hatched out. Only one baby. Now here's the problem. That baby would drown if the water gets up in there. There's the little baby owl in there. Now you see the color of that owl. The color of that owl. He's just hatched out. I mean, the egg, you see the egg still in there? Now, they actually end up eating that egg and feeding it. There's one baby only. You see, those are just feathers over there on this side. No, that's a coot or something. That's actually a coot or food over on this side. Do you see those feathers? That's actually a duck or a coot or something that owl has brought into here to feed that baby. That baby is alive. It looks dead. That's the baby owl that probably is less than 24 hours old. That baby just hatched out. So we're going to end this week's video right here. What a great thing. This is something that not many people get to see. And that is just fantastic. Guys and girls, we're going to watch that baby grow, and hopefully the lake doesn't come up and drown it. If it does, we're going to try to save its life. Hey, as I was moving away from this, I talked about that being a coot or a duck or something right there. I just happened to notice, and looky there, that is a foot that is sticking out of that slot. And what has happened, you see that right there? That's the foot off of that duck or coot that you see sticking out there. That's the foot of it. Where is it there? I can't, there it is right there. And that owl, it brought that in there. It was probably still alive, and it's got its foot down in that slot, and it's sort of hanging on the wall of that stump, and that's going to be food for that baby to eat. It's picking meat off of that. Where is it? I lost it again. I zoomed out. It's hard to see that foot. No, it's just the angle of it. Where the angle, it's hard to see it. When you get away from it, that's why I didn't see it at first. Come in at the angle, you just got to get the right angle to see the foot. But you see the foot there? You see that foot? It looks like a head or something, but that's actually a foot. But it's in that slot. It's all the way down that slot. That owl has positioned that in there. So that's hanging on that wall. It's where she could pick meat off of that. And you see, there it is. It's inside the stuff. And then feed that baby that meat. That baby is just born, and it's only going to have one. There's not going to be two. And this is absolutely fantastic. Wow, what a way to end the week. Guys and girls, I sure do love you.